This is unbelievable. Sean Diddy Combs, yes, just got hit with a mixed bag of verdicts. We're talking racketeering, not guilty, trafficking, cleared. But hold up, convicted on lesser charges? Oh yeah. But this should not be happening. They have him convicted for some, when it should be all. Again, so unbelievable. Today we are diving face first into the bombshell verdict that just dropped on Diddy's federal trial. We're talking drugs, drama, courtroom breakdowns, a silent defense, and a prosecution swinging for the legal fences. Listen. This Diddy trial, it had everything. Drama, denial, a sprinkle of baby oil, and a whole lot of F-off energy. So here's what went down. Sean Diddy Combs, the hip-hop mogul who went from chart-topping beats to courtroom seats, just got a verdict that's got everybody's head spinning. After 3 days of jury deliberations, yes, only 3 days, the jury came back with a mixed result that felt like a small buffet of justice. He was not guilty on racketeering conspiracy and not guilty on 2 serious trafficking charges. But, and it's a big but, he was convicted on 2 counts of transporting women to engage in prostitution. Now, let's not get it twisted. That ain't a parking ticket. That charge could land him up to 10 years per count, and prosecutors are already eyeballing that full 20-year sentence. You know they're not about to let that man moonwalk out of jail without a fight. And Diddy? After the verdict, baby, he went straight into prayer mode. Hands together, on his knees, forehead pressed into a chair like he was in full-blown gospel revival mode. Meanwhile, his family in the courtroom clapping like they had Sunday service. I mean, it was a moment. His lawyer, Mark Agnifilo, stood up like, "Your Honor, can my man go home now? He got a condo in Miami waiting and $1 million bond ready to roll." Judge Subramanian wasn't handing out green lights just yet. He basically said, "Let me hear from everybody before I decide." And let's talk about what this case meant. It was a whole collapse of a 3-decade empire. Diddy went from self-made hip-hop tycoon to courtroom defendant, all thanks to the explosive accusations led by his ex, Cassie. Yes, that Cassie. Remember her? Me and You era? Her testimony shook the courtroom walls, and she wasn't alone. Nearly 3 dozen government witnesses rolled up, from assistants to artists to stylists, and some even got immunity to spill the tea. And let's not pretend the prosecution was playing. Nope, they painted Combs as the head of a criminal enterprise, living out a 20-year fantasy of manipulation, intimidation, and forced drugged-out F-offs. Like actual testimony referenced hotel nights and F-offs, like it was a schedule on a Google calendar. Prosecutors even said he used male escorts and drugs like props in a twisted Hollywood script. But Combs' team? Oh, they had answers. His lawyers were basically like, "This isn't criminal enterprise, it's adult freaky lifestyle gone sideways." They claimed everything was consensual, albeit messy, and the government had blown this thing way out of proportion. They didn't even call any witnesses. Nope, not one. Just kept grilling the prosecution's lineup like it was BBQ season. And we cannot forget, Diddy never testified. He let the courtroom soap opera unfold around him in silence. Just showed up in khakis and sweaters, throwing out "I love you" hearts to his family in the crowd like there was nothing to worry about. Oh, and that 2016 security footage of him physically assaulting Cassie in a hotel hallway. That was played over and over slow motion style. His lawyer even admitted to the assault. Yeah, we own that. We're not denying the domestic violence. But racketeering, please. He didn't organize some master criminal squad. And to my viewers watching this video, this is my question to you. Do you really believe that? Now here's the kicker. If this was just a domestic case, Agnifilo said Diddy would have already pled guilty and been done with it. But since the charges included racketeering and trafficking, they were like, nuh-uh, and dug their heels in. Meanwhile, prosecutors were like, let's not forget, this man allegedly had Kid Cudi's car firebombed. That's arson. And he forced assistance into labor. That's not nightlife. That's crime. One witness, Mia, testified under a fake name, saying she was assaulted multiple times. Another Capricorn Clark said she was kidnapped and forced to work for him. Y'all, this wasn't just a courtroom. It was a war zone of testimony and trauma. And through it all, the jury had to figure out where to draw the line between freaky lifestyle and federal crime. In the end, they didn't buy the full story. They rejected the heavy charges, the racketeering and trafficking by force, but said, nah, you're not walking out of here clean. That transportation charge stuck. And now? Diddy's behind bars still, waiting on the judge to decide if he's getting bail or staying put in Brooklyn's finest detention facility. The man has lawsuits piling up like laundry on a teenager's floor, all while trying to maintain his innocence when we know he is not. So basically, the saga continues. Oh baby, this case right here had me shouting at my screen like I was watching a courtroom telenovela. You mean to tell me Diddy went from dancing in the rain with umbrellas to full-blown courtroom thriller with FBI-level drama? And then not being charged on what's mostly important, racketeering. Let's be real. That jury had their work cut out. I mean, some of those charges were heavy, but I gotta admit, watching him fall to his knees like he was at a revival service after hearing not guilty on racketeering, disappointing. That moment was straight out of a Netflix corrupt case. I feel like I've been watching Law and Order Hip Hop Unit. Named the criminal. Always get away. We're talking about someone who had it all. Music empire, fashion brand, reality shows, and now 20 years on the table. It's wild. No matter how you feel about Diddy, one thing's for sure. This trial showed just how fast the industry can flip. And that fame does not mean immunity. Viewers, leave your thoughts in the comments section. Tell me what you think. Was it fair that he only got charged on only some? Or should he be charged on everything? Would you all be satisfied if he only got charged for the racketeering? Should he be not charged on nothing at all? Meaning that he would be innocent? Because I know you have some people that believe he is innocent. And then you have some that believes, hell no, he's guilty as fuck. Let me know everything that is going through your mind. All right, y'all, that's a wrap on this wild ride of a case. Let me know down in the comments, what do you think about Diddy's partial verdict? Did justice get served, or did the prosecution drop the ball? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss the next courtroom tea or celeb scandal. This is Extra Hot Topic, where the tea is always scalding, and the verdicts, well, they keep us talking. Until next time, stay safe, stay woke, and stay out of F-offs. Bye.